So this is how I think Kamala Harris and the Kamalamenon of support for her is affecting Ukraine and Gaza. The Ukrainian army just counter-invaded Russia, took 500 square miles. This surely would be something they planned even before you knew that Kamala was going to be our next president, as I think is becoming increasingly obvious in recent weeks. If it wasn't, if it was recently planned, that's even more badass. But it does seem like it's going to be the end of the war, the end of Putin's regime even, and much better world all around once Putin's not there to dictate all his evil deeds to all his puppets. Now, am I most cynical? I think that Biden agreed to not prosecute Trump and to keep the war a stalemate. Um, so I'll just let Trump go and keep this a stalemate. If you just pretend that for some reason Netanyahu is the only right-wing tyrant in the world who's not one of your puppets, and you restrain the response to Israel's genocide. And that's a cynical thought, but possible. But it, would explain why Putin was saying that he endorsed Biden, like he wanted it to be Biden, and is currently upset that it's not Biden. So anything that's against Putin is good. Or what I said earlier, that if Putin was really dissatisfied with Biden, he would have activated Tulsi Gabbard to primary him. So it's great that Putin is hopefully at the end of his regime, and that we're all going to be liberated from the suffering that he's caused through his backing of other right-wing leaders everywhere. But it's also interesting to look at how Netanyahu's been behaving since it's becoming more obvious that Trump will not be president. It seems like, even though Netanyahu has been, full gas for genocide this whole time, maybe a little bit less, eased up a little bit in recent months because of the survivors and the activists and the criticism and the eyes of the world upon him, and the idea that he could just wait until Trump took office and then go more full throttle again. So thanks, first of all, to all the people for saving all the lives there through all your activism and all the brave survivors. But also, we should end that genocide and end the Netanyahu reign, because that he's going to keep that and start other wars or whatever he can to stay in power. That's the way they operate. So we can stop them, and especially with this huge support for Kamala, we can demand that they do what we really want, and be the most powerful influencers in the room, the public, the people, the way it should be. So it's really great, and it does make me think that the Ukrainians are surely encouraged by knowing that Trump's not going to be president, or getting a much better feeling that they're going to have continued support, and that would enable them to carry out this offensive. It seems like that's what it's going to take to stop Putin, and hopefully at least some of the other leaders in the country will overthrow Putin or get him out of the way for all the evil mistakes he's already made, and it will be, once again, better for everyone, and we can end this war and all wars and start learning our lessons from wars so that we never allow them to happen again, stop all the conditions that they arise from, and just do the best for everybody. I think that's the type of thing that we've promised and dreamed of all the time, but we can actually make true now. So I'm really excited about Kamala and the Kamalamenon of everybody supporting her. So thanks everybody for doing that, and thanks for watching, and see you soon.